We have a beautiful stretch of fall weather underway. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for clicking onto my Weather Extra. If you like today's weather, I think you're going to like tomorrow's. We'll keep a lot of sunshine. If anything, the winds won't be quite as strong tomorrow. We'll have high temperatures generally running in the upper 50s and lower 60s. Here's tonight's satellite radar composite. Note a few of those clouds starting to melt away. There will be more clouds in the mountains tonight. High pressure is going to hang on downslope of the mountains, basically on the eastern side of the mountains. We're going to have a fair amount of clear skies tonight. So temps will be cooling off pretty quickly. Let's take a look at what's happening with tonight's storm tracker. This is going to take us over the next couple of days. Notice how a lot of these clouds melt away by tomorrow morning. So partly cloudy to mainly clear tonight. 7 o'clock, we're starting with temps around 40 degrees. Mostly sunny tomorrow. Again, a little bit of a breeze still out of the west-northwest. High temperatures will be right around 60 degrees tomorrow. So a nice fall day for your Tuesday. That's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Now on Wednesday, it's a chilly start. Temps will be running the 20s and 30s very early in the day. I stopped this around 6 o'clock in the morning just to show you that temperature setup, 35 here in Portland. Notice what's happening during the afternoon. We're warming things up with mostly sunny skies into the mid to upper 50s. Now it's worth noting there will be a front to our south. There will be a warm front. And there's some forecast model guidance suggesting that some of those clouds may filter in on Wednesday. We're going to keep the forecast mostly sunny midweek. Eventually, a few more clouds will start to filter in to Thursday and Friday. But all in all, not a bad-looking forecast for the entire week. After that, all eyes will be on a tropical system. It is now Tropical Depression number 18. You see it south of the Dominican right down in here. Most forecast model guidance suggests this is going to become Tropical Storm and potentially Hurricane Sandy. We're going to watch this one pretty closely in the coming days here because it may have an impact on our weather as we head into late weekend and early next week. And the reason for that, the jet stream is going to carve out a big trough of low pressure in the eastern half of the United States. So that is favorable for storm development. At the same time, we could be looking at a storm riding up the eastern seaboard or staying offshore here. There's some forecast model guidance suggesting the storm is going to stay to our east in a fashion like that. That is the GFS model. Now, there's other forecast model guidance saying the storm is going to come up, combine with that trough on the east coast, and sort of back in on us, bring us a big rain and windstorm around here early next week. And that needs to be watched because if that comes together, if all these ingredients do come together, we could be looking at a storm somewhere on the level of maybe even a Patriots Day nor'easter type of storm. So a lot of rain and wind is on the table if that were to take place. Now, it's worth mentioning the storm's a week away. So I want to show you a few forecast models and how they depict how the storm is going to play out. These are graphics I typically wouldn't show during an evening weathercast here, but I just want to show you what's on the table here. This is it's the Canadian model. This is valid early Monday morning. That's the center of low pressure. Just to give you a little bit of a gauge of where we are here, that's the state of Maine. There's an area of low pressure backing in along the mid-Atlantic. You get that counterclockwise rotation around low pressure. That would bring in a strong easterly wind around here. So it was a very similar setup as far as the positioning of the low for the Patriots Day nor'easter. So just want to show you different scenarios here. Not to say it's going to happen. Again, this GFS model is taking the storm completely out to sea with really no impact at all. This one, the no gaps model, run through our Navy, U.S. Navy here. This will be a big impact as well. Notice the center of low pressure. There's New England right there. A lot of rain, those brighter colors, and tightly packed isobars, meaning a lot of wind, a very intense, deep storm system for early next week. This one valid 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock on Monday afternoon. So these all have different timings with them. This is the Japanese model. This one valid Sunday morning, a little bit quicker than some of the other models. There's the center of low pressure south of Long Island, bringing some rain in late in the weekend with a very stiff easterly wind around here. That's another forecast model's depiction. And this, the European model, which is quite a bit slower with its new run today. This now valid 8 o'clock on Wednesday morning. So that was a lot slower than last night's run. Regardless, it's a monster, a beast south of Long Island. Still strong winds coming in off the ocean along with some heavy rainfall as well. That will be early next week. Again, it's worth mentioning the GFS model, another reliable model, takes a storm completely out to sea. So just want to show you what's on the table here. That's the only real storm system we need to keep an eye on in the coming days, and that's about a week away. In the near term, let's enjoy some nice fall weather. Tomorrow looks to be another delightful day here in vacation land. I'll have updates tonight on News 13 at 6 and another update on News 13 at 11. Have a nice night, everyone.